Okay, welcome you guys to my video about equations. This is a series of lectures about equations and how to solve them. I will begin with a simple linear equation. What does linear means? Linear means that your variable, so the x that you are looking for, is only linear. The power of it is 1. So this is all about the term linear. If your variable is only with the power of 1, then this is a linear equation. Now, to solve this, what you have to do is you have to bring the b to the right-hand side with minus b, and then divide with a, giving you the result x is equal minus b. This was the first step, then divide by a. Now, this is the general type, how you solve this equation. Now let's look at an example, a pretty easy example. 2x plus 3 equals 0. First of all, we have to bring the plus 3 to the right, making it minus 3. So we get 2x equals minus 3. We divide by 2, so we only have 1x left. This is the solution. X is equal to minus 3 over 2. Let's look at the next example. It's pretty simple. You have 2x plus 5 equals 7. The first step in solving such equations is to bring everything to the left-hand side, so you have only a 0 left on the right-hand side. So this is on the right-hand side. We have to bring it to the left. This is shown by the arrow that I draw here. We use minus 7. Minus 7 will make this go to 0, and this will become minus 2. Okay, 5 minus 7 will give you minus 2. Now we have 2x minus 2 equals 0. We have to bring this plus 2 to the right hand side, giving you 2x equals 2. Still understandable. Now we divide this by 2, so we get x equals 1. Making this the final solution. Now let's look at this kind of example. This is slight harder, but still very, very easy. What you have here is 7x plus 3 equals 2 minus 5x. Again, we remember the first step in solving linear equations, or more general, any kind of equation, is to bring everything to the left-hand side, so we only have a 0 on the right-hand side, okay? So let's bring first the minus 5x to the left-hand side by adding 5x on both sides of equation. On this side, this will give 7x plus 5x, so 12x, plus 3, we didn't change the 3, equals to 2, because minus 5x plus 5x will give you 0. Now what we have to do is we have to bring the 2 to the left hand side, so we have only 0 here left. Now what happens here is we minus 2 on both sides of the equation, and we get 12x plus 1 is equal to 0. Okay, now this is where you can use you look at this kind of equation that is left here. It's looking like a linear equation because x is only the power of 1. So we can just bring this to the right hand side with minus 1. We have 12x equals minus 1. We divide both sides with 12. We get x equals minus 1 over 12. Now, this is the hardest kind of equations, which will turn out to be just a simple linear equation. What we see here is 2, we open the bracket, x plus 3 minus 4, open the bracket, 2x plus 1, close the bracket, equals 7, open the bracket, 1 minus x, close the bracket, plus 3, open the bracket, 1 minus 3x, close the bracket. This looks pretty hard, but it actually is not. First of all, we need to multiply everything out. After having this, the next step is bring everything to the left and sort them after x in constants. Let's just have a look here. We have, first of all, 2 times x, which will give just 2x, 2 times 3, which will give 6. Then we have minus 4 times 2x, which give you minus 8x, and minus 4 times 1, which will just give you minus 4. On the right hand side, we get 7 times 1, which will just give you 7. 7 times minus x, which will give you minus 7x. 3 times 1, which will give you a 3. And 3 times minus 3x will give you 9x. So this is it until yet. Now we have everything cool written down as a sum on the left and the right hand side. Now what we do is we sort things together. We bring everything which is left here to the left hand side by I forgot what we have to do first, is we have to add them together. So both steps can be interchanged, but let's do first this step. We have 2x minus 8x, which will just result in minus x, 6x. 6 minus 4, which will just result in 2. On the right hand side, we have 7 plus 3, which will give you a 10, and minus 7x minus 9x will give you minus 16x. Now the step again, bring everything to the left hand side. We have to bring the minus 16 with plus 16 on the right hand side, but minus 6x plus 16x will give you 10x. The 2 stays here, equals to 10. Now bring the 10 also to the left hand side with minus 10. 10 minus 10 will give you a 0, and 2 minus 10 will give you a minus 8. So the last step, 2 steps better said, is bring here plus 8 to the right hand side, so you have 10x equals 8, and x is equal 8 divided 10, because we have to divide this with 10. Okay, I hope you got some idea about linear equations, how to solve them. The steps are pretty straightforward. What you do first is, if you have some brackets in there, multiply them out, bring everything to the left hand side, and then use the solution steps. Like here, bring the constant to the right hand side and then divide with the multiplier here in front, so you get x equals this minus this, divided this. Okay, thank you for watching my video, and stay tuned until my next video is online about quadratic equations.